Welcome to WOWL Broadcast. This is the tier list edition, and we're coming to you live from the Dojo. And with me today we have an injured Loot who has not arrived yet, and then M4.
Hello, everybody.
And we have Burger.
What's up?
And we don't know what happened to Hawkeye, but he's probably stuck at work. And we do have a little Downey Jr.
What's up?
So this is the... Can you hear me, everybody in chat, before I get too far into this? Just to make sure M4 knows how to operate.
They probably can, because Wendigo kind of heard my cue. Now,
Oh, yeah, I heard now. Okay. Okay. All right.
I'm sure
We got Luke on too.
So, there he is.
They're all trash. Whoever you're talking about is trash. Garbage. Throw them away.
Luther, just want to make sure you know we're live on Twitch. So
There's
And little Downey's here at the office with me, so he's on my voice chat. What's up, Luke?
all right. So let's get into it a little bit. We have an action-packed day, and Burger's only got 15-20 minutes, so I'm sure we won't get through everybody, but we'll actually start with who he likes. And I gotta adjust my scores. My scores are not my scores, so if you're seeing the score screen on Twitch right now, those aren't accurate. But so let's start. Burger, who was your tune of the month for Siege?
The one I used in every single match was Shazam.
I can't say I disagree with that one at all. How about you, Loot? You're on mute, Loot.
Yeah, I did not use Shazam every fight. In fact, we can get to that when we talk about the tier list. But I would say my MVP was Lois. Definitely Lois. But I'm going to put an asterisk and say Martian Manhunter plus Black Flag for MVP.
I don't think I used Black Flash one time this Siege, actually.
well,
You
that's
must
why
have
you're
been.
both finest.
That's because you were in the very, very, very top. Us regular people in the top 20, top 10. MMH Black Flash was pretty out there.
I used Aquaman when I had Martian Manhunter Black Flash teams I was facing. But
That's what I would use too. Because I would throw it like you could use Aquaman plus 3
yeah.
for the most part.
So M4, who is your tune of the month?
This is rough. I was thinking about this earlier because there's no single tune that I brought to every match. Not even... Oh, I know why you guys brought your Shazams in every match, because they're RB4 and RB5 respectively, so they can survive anything. But for us peasants, we have to mix and match. But to deal with those blues, I think the one that I use the most is Two-Face. We all abuse the bug where he is, you can target the call assist. Although it says nowhere in his kit that he should be able to. Oh my god, I should stop saying this because Hatemael, you already have him RB5, right? You might get Duty-tron and get that beneficial bug fix, so let's not mention that again.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's keep that on the DL. That's a very beneficial bug.
Thought that was
But
actually
anyway.
working as intended.
Well,
And
it's
Two-Face
working.
plus Lois equals by Shazam.
Well, not Hatemael's Shazam.
Well, Lois could one shot. If she was RB5, she could one shot my RB5 if she crit. So
Yeah, except under Aquaman.
yeah, that's true. Aquaman, but I only used Aquaman infrequently.
So,
I didn't really
what's gonna
fight you.
happen?
You were way at the top. I was one of those lonely little guys, top 20.
Who did you say your tune of the month was, M4? I missed it already.
Or
did you say?
Two-Face.
Oh, you said Two-Face. Wow.
Two-Face. Yeah.
So I think
Like it's gonna be Shazam, I
I
guess.
guess it's a Shazam, but yeah, I mean it was hard because Two-Face I could make a case for him being my Siege Toon of the month because I think I used him in every single match. Actually, I think I used him in more matches than Shazam. I think there was only like 2 matches I didn't use Two-Face in when I was just running all blue against a heavy green team. But yeah, Two-Face is really good. I was pretty happy with him, but we'll get into him in a minute. So let's start with congratulating me on World's Finest. So I think that's the most important thing. Second time, we'll call this episode Siege Tier List and Hatemael Victory Tour. So it's, this
That's
Siege.
what I love about you. A gracious winner, modest. You
Can
humble.
we all pause for a second and just congratulate me or Hatemael right now?
I'm gonna give you like 25% of the credit, Burger.
Yeah, we'll give Burger 25% credit. Almost that's in chat. He's familiar with burgers. but I did see
Are
those
you
3.
referring to his sniper skill?
Yeah. Almost. I did
He
see
is
your triple
one
hit.
hell of a sharpshooter.
Your triple hit on me right at the end. So I will oh, by the way, I was going to, because I did have I will have in the background my entire Siege run. I'm still putting them together. By the time the artist is done, I'll hopefully be done putting them together. So I'll have that in the background, but I will show the triple sniper hit from almost right at the end. So I lost like 30 points in the last like 3 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was counting them. I was like, holy crap, I felt a lot. This is not good. It's not good at all.
I mean,
So-
it's not impossible to be able to hit somebody 8 or 9 times in 36 hours. I mean, it's doable.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse.
I really did not expect the Siege to be one that I was going to do as well on. I mean, I knew the RB5 Shazam would help, and then when I decided to rewrite Two-Face, it would make a big difference. But Atom Smasher was not a character I was super hyped for, but you take it where you can get it. So I'm just happy to
Well,
finally get a
Two-Face is
second one.
awesome. That was a good choice. You saw me talking about him mid-siege. I was like, he is amazing.
Yeah, I like Two-Face a lot.
how
Especially
many
against Spectre.
RB5s do you have this siege?
2.
Just 2 or
Just 2.
okay, no lowest. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So, all right. Enough of the stealth.
Yeah, let's get into it. We'll start with Atom Smasher. Since Burger had used him the most and he voted him an A, used him pretty much all Siege. I opted not to gear him because he wasn't a character I'd ever planned to rebirth, and I knew I was at least going to get top 10, so I didn't want, I was have so many excess shards, it just felt like a waste. But what did you used him like every match, Burger, didn't you?
Yeah, at first I didn't, but then once I actually started kind of trusting him, I started being able to string together a lot of 20 points. Having his ability to purge on his 1, he hit pretty hard on his 1, especially on retaliation. He hit pretty hard on his 3. And so with most of the toons that were running around, with, Two-Face and Shazam and Hippo and stuff, like being like I was running into a lot of them are lower tiers like L5 or RB1. He was able to handle all of them pretty well. And having like the turn meter down that his 3 throw out there. There's some matches I would just span as 1 just because there's Aquaman on the other team, and I would just, call assist Two-Face on him, let him purge people, whether or not it was Shazam if he was on there, or Lois with damage immunity, so I can get to her before she could ramp up. He actually, once I started trusting him more, that's when I started seeing a lot more gains in Siege. And then plus I started seeing a lot of people really outside of Grim, and then I think maybe you once, everybody was having to use like only 2, maybe sometimes 3 bonus toons against me against that team.
Yeah, he had a really good retaliation. Loot, check the Discord chat. But he, I used him a little bit since Siege, and I I like him, but I'm not really super impressed. I mean, he's kind of self-contradictory, and I don't know. I like his retaliation. It's fun. He's definitely tanky, so I could see, especially the siege, where he'd be really good. But outside of the siege, I'm not real sure how much I would use him. Like I do like retaliators though, so that's M4. What are your thoughts on him? Did you get him right?
I did, and I streamed him last night. Um, and so, and I'm not very impressed. The reason I say that is it's not that he's bad or terrible, but his kit is contradictory. Half his kit wants you to miss, and half his kit wants his team to get hit. So that's why I am not very impressed with him. So, and he's slow. So his best use case is probably just stash him, hide him behind a taunter, and then get hit, and then he'll just spam his basic. Because but if you want to use the hit chance downs, he's too slow for it, and then you're not gonna get the retaliations. So yeah, that's why I think he's a B because of that.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. It looks like Hawkeye did not vote. He probably hasn't geared him yet. So we will move on to Cyclone, which it looks like we are... Actually, hold on. Let me see what the community did. And as usual, thank you, Historic, for compiling the tier list. It looks like we had a lot of votes this time. 79 votes, he said, this month. And let me see. Where is he at? I don't know if he was on here.
I don't think he was.
Yeah, I don't think he was voted. Not enough
Who are you
people had
looking
him. We were looking for Adam Smasher from the community. But it looks like he
Oh.
made it to a B. So we will move on to Cyclone. Everyone voted an A for her. I love...
Hey, wait, just before you move on, we might as well briefly just... Is he worth gearing for the raid?
I think probably
Ooh.
yes would be my thought, but what do you think, Burger?
Yeah, I mean, I think with his retaliation and being 5x, he could be really good. I mean, same thing with Cyclone. Like without her animation on there and how hard she's hitting, I think both of them would be good for raid. But only if we get lucky and it's like a blue boss day one, then he'll be perfect for it. Well, obviously, once we get in day 3 and 4, like if that's when the blue boss is, then he probably won't be as necessary because you have Lois and Darkseid and Hippo.
Yeah, but the first couple days, I think he's going to be extremely good. His animation on his 2 is the only thing I'm a little worried about. But probably under Darkseid, too.
Early, so, I mean, put him under Atrocitus or Hippo, and
Yeah.
you're good. And then the boss will die really quickly, so shouldn't be bad.
I think I'm going to wait to gear him until after you try him out, since yours is geared. If you give me the go-ahead, I'll do it.
Yeah, I think I'm going hour 1, so
In
I'll let
Omega,
everybody.
in Omega Supreme, he asked if the empowered stamina ups are not working for Adam Smasher, which is correct. They still do not work.
For anyone.
Yeah, for anybody, right?
Yeah. That seems to be broken across the board. All right, let's get to Cyclone. As we mentioned, we all voted A. I think she's a high A, which surprised me. I didn't expect her to be that good when I looked at her kit. I know Hawkeye saw the kit and thought it looked really good. I thought she was going to be... I wasn't even planning on gearing her. I thought she looked like that, just boring. And now she's probably one of my favorite greens. And next time she comes around, I'm almost certainly going to gear her. In fact, I would say she was right up there in one of the most important characters in the siege. She kept everyone alive. She does so much damage on her 3. I mean, she can one-shot every red almost every time. I mean, just really good character all the way around. All the intellect downs is so useful against, if you had Spectre or Martian Manhunter, you could cast those and slow them down. I mean, she was so good. So I'm pretty happy with her.
Yeah, her two being able to start off the match with how fast she was and throwing her two on Shazam and just letting him sit there and absorb everything. And then until he can get to his turn and then he uses his two. She was, I mean, it was really good. And then on the bot teams, like I was pretty fortunate where I had like a few Batgirl teams at the beginning. You never quite know how those are going to pan out. I mean, her three just opening up and taking out everybody, it was really useful.
M4, what did you think of her?
I love that she's fast and that 2/3 damage immunity is amazing. Solves the problem for what's his name? Shazam, because he has no damage mitigation on turn 0, right? So just slap it on him until he gets a turn, and then he's gonna take care of himself. And then she also wrecks the reds. That AoE is just so strong. Can't believe how hard it hits. And even if she has a bug and I believe the Purge 5 debuffs does not work, it does not affect the score. Can you select the row? Okay. How about that? That's the best I can do, historic. So yeah, I mean, she's really good. And I'm sure those people that love speed downs is going to love her.
I'm warming up to the speed downs.
I think she's the fastest toon that applies speed downs. I believe she might be.
She's
well,
such
outside
a good
of she is.
Even Luke wrote it her
She
name.
also looks great. Yeah, she looks great too, right?
Well, that's where I would not give her an A. I don't like how she looks. I really like her leggings. Like those are really cool, but I'm not into like that loincloth thing. Get rid of that.
You don't like that?
Her hat's terrible. Looks like a pilgrim. She looks like a pilgrim leprechaun.
I wish I had a way to play
Good idea. We should have like a fashion episode.
I wish I had a way to play Joshua's sound drop right now. But
what we really
well, you can just add it
is what I keep asking Reeves for, which is swimsuits. I keep asking her for the swimsuit skin drop.
All right, let's move on to somebody who is not an A tier, and that is Batman Beyond. After he's got a stat boost, I still just think he's exactly what he was before. He was just really boring and dumb.
Well, at least he can more consistently do damage.
I voted a C.
Basically, annoys the heck out of me.
Yeah, I hate his animation. I'll vote him a D for that.
So why did you give him? Why does he have? I didn't vote because I didn't test him, but his kit's terrible. Like, what would make him better?
Duty. He's like pouring oof my soul.
He's just bad.
His basic's the only thing that's good. And it's the animation makes you want to kill yourself.
He does hit hard with the crit chance ups, but
not really.
I don't think his 3 does anything.
It hits hard, kind of. But then again, there's a lot of boppers already. So
for a complete rework, just head to toe, complete new kit.
First thing you should do is update his basic animation, like they did for John Kent, because he used to be bad. Like really, I mean, it's comic accurate. He doesn't know how to control his powers, but it gets old really fast. So they did fix it. So Kal-El, he's not trash, but he's not any
we can
better
ask
than he
for that.
was.
I don't think any of us asked for that.
Yeah, I don't know why. We really should have.
Or make
waste
it like
the resources until he gets a rework.
Maybe speed it up to like 10x so that we can't actually see the animation.
Why does it say hostile message blocked?
Where does it say
in the
that?
Chat?
Maybe that was Tutti. It's probably Tutti.
No, it's Khaled. Who is White
well,
Loguius? Is that somebody we know?
no, he's a first-time chatter. Welcome. And hate mail. You should say hello to Kamal.
I know what you're trying to do.
Come on, man. He's our alliance mate. You should acknowledge his presence. Come on, man.
I said hi to Camel. Kamal. All
What's
right,
up, Kamal?
What did so the tiebreaker is because we had 2 Bs and 2 Cs for
I think this
Batman
month
Beyond.
your vote counts as 2 because you're the world's finest. How about that?
Well, I'm gonna give it to the community because I was torn between B and C, so we'll go to B, I guess. I don't really believe in it, but we can go there. Hippo is next on the list, and looks like everybody voted A except for me. Hippo.
Yes. Yeah, hate. Why?
I don't like her, and I only used her in matches when I knew for sure it was safe because it seemed like every time I brought her, she was always the one to die. One AoE from Riddler or Lois and instantly death. She's so squishy.
Oh, from Two-Face?
From Two-Face or Lois, it didn't matter which one.
Are you saying Hippo is, well, is yours not RB5?
No, mine's L5. Mine's
Yeah.
Pez. She's
That's
terrible.
why.
Well, and that's kind of what the tier list assumes.
Well,
Yes.
even L5
L5
versus L5, like I wouldn't think an L5 Two-Face would one-hit KO a L5 Hippo.
Well, it depends on
Oh,
which
yeah.
one you get. I think the Harvey one would crit more
Yeah.
often than not.
Yeah, if he crit, which he did every time, she would instantly die. And she never got death immunity, so she would always die.
She's very useful though. Turn meter up, and then you can
For sure.
shield. She does a lot
All
of good
assists.
things.
Yeah.
I think she's great.
One of the
Yeah.
matches that I lost was because I brought her and then I replaced her against a blue heavy team with Cyclone, and then I won the match immediately after. I don't know. She disappointed me. But she will remain an A. Anybody have any comments on her other than that? Because we've talked about her. She's in Siege a
No,
lot.
I think everyone knows how awesome she is.
I mean,
Yeah.
for raids, she's
Been-
phenomenal. So
She's
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
next up, Mr. Freeze. Burger, you want to start with him?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice where he throws down the speed downs at the beginning, and he taunts and he kind of tanks a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I don't see this. Nothing's I've seen lately really changes my mind from what we ranked him before. So I throw him as B.
Yeah, I kept the same voting. I really didn't use him much. I don't really think he's that great, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think I used him twice, and it was against like full red teams, and that was it.
He actually Feldmaster makes a good point. He'd be a perfect stat bump character.
Yes, I would agree with that. Because when he came out, he was like really tanky, and I was so close to bringing him to L5. The reason I didn't is because of that true sight where it's not guaranteed and it's not on the kit. They kind of fixed that, but
Do you mean
throughout the
RB5, not
months-
L5?
RB5 is what I meant, yes. But he's
Yeah, even
since
Hawkeye's
been
RB5
power
wasn't-
cracked.
Yeah, even Hawkeye's RB5 was never a worry.
Yeah, I never was scared of him at all.
Yeah.
Loot, any comments on Mr. Freeze?
I would say that a stat boost and a minor tweak to his kit would make a big difference. He's not bad at all,
He's
he does
not,
some
but he's
really
not
good
as
things.
great.
but I would. You don't want to bring him really against Aquaman for sure. You'll pay for that.
Yeah, maybe
And,
started off with taunt. Maybe that helped a little bit, but yeah, I was never worried.
No, B is acceptable.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
being
and
a
the
B2
other-
is not bad.
Yeah, it's not.
He's
The other
usable.
problem with him, yeah, he is. His main problem is the speed downs always go to the taunter, which more often than not is actually helping the other team
Yeah, I actually was happy
because
when
they
I
would
saw
just
Mr.
taunt
Freeze
longer.
because
Yeah,
I knew my
yeah,
Shazam
because
was
your
going to live
Shazam would
on.
just,
You just sit
yep.
there.
So yeah, it's now a double-edged sword. Sometimes it works, sometimes it works against you. So yeah, it's not as awesome when it came out.
All right, moving on to Reverse Flash, which it looks like we all still have him as a B. I have to say, a lot of these stat boost tunes are not really like you're not seeing a big difference in them. I mean, Reverse Flash does seem better, but it just didn't really make a big change.
Yeah, because the
If you're
other
gonna take a
speedsters just
tune
outclassed
that
him.
has a kit that needs work, like his kit needs, it could use some work. The stat boost has to be so big that it overcompensates for a crappy kit. I'm not saying that Reverse Flash is crap or trash, but it his stat boost would have had to have been enormous for it to have even mattered,
Yeah.
and it wasn't. And I don't think any of these stat boosts are really gonna be game changers unless they push it to where the stat boost is just massive.
Yeah.
It has to overcompensate for a bad kit.
Any
That
other
is true.
comments on Reverse Flash before we move on?
No, I think everyone just thinks he's basically the same with a little bit more damage.
All right, let's move on to Shazam Jr., Tootie's favorite, and he definitely he definitely had an improvement over his old kit because he was a trash tier tune, and we all across the board voted B. He wasn't. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, but I think he enables a new type of playstyle if they decide to lean into that, which is cool. So, and he's definitely better. I'm pretty happy with his rework. You know, they didn't make him crazy, but they did a good job. I felt like so. Any other
Yeah,
what are your thoughts, M4?
I think we just need more tunes like this. Remember when Disease came out? It's like, well, it sucks because there's only one tune that does it, and he's not very good. Well, he's great now, but at that time he's not. He could be the starter for this. I tried this to see if it's enough to help your team survive. Unfortunately, at this point, it's a gimmick. It helps, but it's not a worthy, you know, strategy for your team. The affinity power downs, you're not gonna stack enough for it to save your team. But given enough time, if we get more of them, right now I think there's two. And so maybe it, down the road he'll get the teammates that he needs. But right now he's kind of niche and usable if you want, but I don't recommend them for the casual player.
Burger, any thoughts on him?
I mean, he did. I mean, the changes he did hit harder.
Oh yeah.
So he was somebody, that I underestimated a couple times that I had, that he would retaliate, and it kind of was like made you pee a little bit when it happened. And so like I don't know, like he is better. Obviously, before we had him trash, now B, he's has a glass jaw, a little glass cannon kind of, he hit harder, but he was not. I had to plan around him a little bit, but not by much to really worry.
Lou, any comments before we move on?
No, honestly, I just don't like him. I I never liked him. I don't like his rework. He's usable, so I'll give him a B. But I personally don't like him, and I don't think his affinity stuff does anything.
All right, moving on to Shazam, who was a phenomenal rework. Moved from a B at L5. He's probably not S tier. At RB5, I would say he's probably on the low end of S tier, maybe even medium end of S tier. He's one that sometimes you RB5 a toon and you're like, maybe I shouldn't have wasted those tokens, and it feels a little bit painful due to the exorbitant price of those. With Shazam, I kind of impulse RB5'd him, and I never looked back and never regretted it, and I think he will find his way into my lineup for a very long time to come. So very happy with him. I think he's great rework, great character.
Until tomorrow when the taunt counter comes out.
I don't know if TDK will be enough for. Actually, I think Shazam might be one of the
Oh, well,
better ones. We'll see. But
well, we will see.
yeah, Devo Nathan or whatever, however you pronounce your name. Yeah, I would say you're exactly right. A+, S-. That's kind of his spot. For you L5 peasants, what would you say, Luke, on Shazam?
I would say he's definitely not S tier. He could have been S tier at L5. It would have been so simple. All he needed was damage mitigation for his taunt at the beginning. But they didn't give it to him, and that's why he's not S tier. That's the only reason. Everything else about his kid is great. He's really solid. So he's definitely an A. I really wish they would have listened to some feedback and would have given him that either damage immunity or death immunity. I don't care which.
I almost think
The
if he used his 2
simpler
to start, I think he might have been 2.
Yes,
too
I was
viral.
just going to say that. That's all you
Well,
needed to
that
do.
would have
Just
been
make him
fine,
use his
too.
2.
But I think it would have
But
been
that-
overpowered
But
personally.
that would have been.
Yeah, he'd be
I
S
don't
tier.
know. It wouldn't have. He just would have been S tier.
He would have been absurd, like almost too good, I think.
Yeah,
I
he's
think he
kinda
would
like
have been a
starts
good
A.
S tier tune. Would have been annoying.
Nah, I think he would have been like
Like-
near Spectre level if he started with his 2 out of the gate.
All the
Yeah, but
defensive
you could always
version
use
of that.
DeSaad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It would have been DeSaad every single match.
Or,
So,
or Spectre, like he's
yeah.
I would say DeSaad is S tier right now.
Oh yeah. Did you put him on the thing? Because he needs
no,
to be.
but I should.
Yeah.
All right, let's fix him.
No.
Keep going. I'll
Yeah.
do it.
He's
on
definitely
behind the
S tier.
scenes.
There's no question about it. The guy's
Yeah.
a god.
How about you, Burger? Shazam thoughts?
He's not with us anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, I know Burger likes him a lot, so we don't have to say too much more on that. So Shazam, phenomenal tune, borderline S tier, but not quite there. He was a little squishy at L5.
Yeah, mine just the reason why I didn't use him every match like you guys did, because mine just wouldn't survive. Lois just destroys him.
Yeah, well, I mean,
At
Lois
L5,
RB5 Lois would
at
take out my
Two-Face.
RB5. I mean, if I didn't,
Two-Face destroys him.
Cyclone was the only reason mine survived. So,
Yeah.
all right, Silver Banshee. She was a C tier. And she's still a C tier. She just
No
I
amount
would
of
say
stats
there's
can
just
fix
no
her
change.
problems.
yeah.
Like,
I didn't
There's
see
just no change.
I didn't see any difference in her. Like I used her several times. She was kind of one I was kind of excited about, and she's just. I think they're going a little light on these stat boosts, or maybe it's just because they need to boost like the individual powers and things as well. But she just like Spectre AOE kills her right out of the gate still.
That's why I was saying, like, they gotta. The only way these stat boosts are going to work is if they push the boost way past the point where you would think they would take it, and then it would actually make a difference. It has to compensate,
It
or
needs
it
to be
doesn't
the
work.
modern. It needs to be the modern stats, but I think it's just better if they just chose the right tunes as opposed to bad ones.
Yeah, I don't know. She stinks. She's still a C, and barely a C at that in my mind. Move on to somebody
I
who
think she's pretty trash, but whatever.
you voted C, so I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's because
She's
I
got a
didn't
little
want
bit of
to be
redeeming factors.
controversial.
Moving on to
All right.
Superwoman, Lois Lane. It's funny, this siege, I didn't use her a ton, mainly because my RB5 Two-Face. But I have to say, I originally thought she was a B, quadruple S tier for raids. But I think I bumped my score to an A. I really think she's a lot better than I used to. Matches seem to last longer because tunes are stronger, and she ramps pretty fast. And once she ramps, she's so good. So good. And she has a way to keep herself alive turn one. I don't know, I've kind of
This is siege bias working, hey, because you're working with the siege bonus tunes and they're mostly blues and she wrecks them. None of them has any defense against Superwoman.
that is true.
And then there's also the lack of purging, right? None of the dudes purge. So that's why you think like, oh my god, she's got I can't even do anything to her damage immunity off the bat. But use her in regular rate, well, you're probably gonna change your tune.
Yeah, you know,
But
you actually sold me. I think I'm gonna keep her a B. I don't know. She's really good. I'm gonna change her name.
she is.
She's getting a little bit of a raid bump, I think. She's so good that I mean, society should just see her as an A, even if this is a PvP tier list.
That's
You know what
okay.
would really make her an A? A swimsuit.
She's kind of wearing a swimsuit already. Just
Joker has joined
Beach
the
volleyball.
chat.
Possibly.
These guys know nothing. Why are there so many ads on this thing? Good grief.
I'm sorry. It's just Twitch made me do it, and I have not changed the settings. I don't know where yet, but I'll fix it. But the better question is, why are you not sub to me? Like, what kind of?
I don't know how to sub. So let's resubscribe.
God.
Anyway,
I'll
move back to this.
I think she's an A, but I'm biased. Mine's RB5, and she hits like a proc.
I'm gonna have to go A. I don't know. I can't. I gotta go with my heart. My heart
I
says
guess
A.
no one. All right. I guess no one's gonna do sleep over that.
No, I mean she's kind of borderline, but in PvP itself. But we'll go with it. Anyway, let's move on to Two-Face, who we all unanimously voted A. I really like him. He's such a good Spectre
I
killer.
really like him too.
He's such a good Spectre killer.
I like it when he pops his basic off like 4 times in a row.
You know, it's so funny because for the first 2 weeks of Siege, he reliably killed Shazam for me with his basic, just every single time. And then I went 4 matches in a row after that where he'd only did 2 pops. And
I know exactly why that's happening, because you didn't listen to Burger. You were doing that when he was RB4, and as soon as you took him RB5, he's like, it doesn't work anymore, right?
Yeah. I think honestly, I think that was right around the same time. I swear RB5 is a sham.
Yeah. Burger's a smart one.
I don't know. But he was most of the time he would kill, I'd probably say about 65 to 70% of the time, kill Shazam out of the gate for me. So I
can't do that.
And
his job is to call Lois to do the job. That's his job for me.
Well, if I called Lois, my L5 Lois would not kill every time. So his basic would always do it. And then sometimes I could use his AoE and kill red screens everybody. If they all crit.
Yeah, sometimes they don't die. He doesn't die, and then Hippo just finishes the job. All right, so Ryle DCL has a question. Two-Face is better than Lois. Yes, Two-Face is much better than Lois in raid in PvP. However, Lois is like the god of raids, so and there are better reds than Two-Face when it comes to raids. But just for those two, yeah, Two-Face is better.
I'm changing Lois back to a B for for PvP. I had to think about it. I can't bump her to an A for PvP. She's still a B. For raids, she's God, but She's the tippy top of raid tunes. Alrighty. Let's move on to our second to last Wonder Woman.
Wait! Before you say that, I got a request to add the Clayface, so we have to.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead.
If we have time. Yeah.
Okay, you will have time.
Okay, but anyway,
I'm in no rush. I don't know about you guys, but
Themyscira.
Princess of Themyscira. So
almost there, but not quite.
So we had her as a C. I do think she's one of the few that the stat bump seemed like it helped.
It did.
She's not significantly better, but she's out of being a C tier. I definitely think we all voted B. I think that seems appropriate for her. She's not great, but definitely better. I mean, I think she could have some use. You might find a few matches where she might be worth busting out for. Or if you just really like her, you could use her. And
she's decent.
Yeah.
The only problem with her is that her kit is outdated. So her basic Perch 1 debuff, like 1 is like almost nothing in today's game. But granted, her kit wasn't that bad to begin with. So yeah, that's why she got she's the only one we bumped up, right? Okay. I do have a theory though, with regards to the stat boost. So I think WB is looking at content creators. So for the past 3 months, they've been looking at Tuti's roster and see like, okay, which ones do we need to rework and stat bump? And now I think they moved on to Costly because he got just 2 massive power bumps for his RB5 bot and Batman Beyond. So I wonder who's next.
And I would say the only really good stat boost that we've gotten out of all of them that's like really seemed to matter.
Please don't say Peacemaker.
Was Peacemaker. God. So I mean, who was right?
Oh my god.
So, it's the only one that people are like, hey, this actually has helped out.
Hey, it helped 0.01% of the players.
The PvP that just happened, all the people are gearing him up. They're like, hey, this guy's pretty good. He's good against Spectre.
So,
you know who needs the stat boost the most? Wonder Girl.
I don't think so. All these people talking about
Donna Troy.
Donna Troy, yes. Donna Troy, I think
Donna
would be
Troy,
great.
yeah.
She would be such a good stat because her kit's great. She's just too squishy.
Yes.
They should give her 80,000 HP.
I really want to see Blackfire get a stat boost as well.
If she gets it now, I mean, like, we know there's some shenanigans going on. Like,
They don't even listen to it. Like,
they should give it to Harley Quinn Quitebexing. Just bump her strength to make her the highest in the game.
Actually, I wouldn't mind.
Destroy.
I really want her and Doomsday for raids.
Oh, Doomsday
That'd be sick.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about, like, I've started to realize, before, it's funny because for the longest time I would always be like, oh, we need to make sure they're good for PvP. But now I'm starting to realize there's a lot of tunes out there like Lois that doesn't matter if they're good at PvP. If they're really good at raids, they will serve a very massive purpose. So
yeah, so like Doomsday.
Yeah, they'll take probably the most excruciating part of the game.
Yeah.
And make it faster. That's our goal, right? Get done faster. Finish it. Get through all the milestones as fast as we can. That's my goal. I don't want to be playing all weekend.
Joker, Loot hasn't geared him yet, so he didn't vote on him.
Who?
Oh, Joker asked. He said Loot had nothing on Atom Smasher.
Yeah, I haven't geared him. I'm waiting for Burger's go ahead. If not, he's going to be a slow gear.
I think White Loguis is either Kage or Doom.
Why do you think that?
Because he seems to know stuff.
Well, it could be Doom. I don't know.
They changed their names so much I can't keep track of these guys. I feel like it's a Doom thing.
It's probably Doom. I
Yeah,
think Kage's too lazy to change his name.
true. Alrighty. Who do we got left? Oh, DeSaad.
This odd.
Oh, it is Doom.
Wait. Oh, he has 2 phones, a burner and his main account. I don't know. Doing a KD.
White.
Right. Well, this odd.
Let's move to DeSaad.
Logius.
So S tier. I think everybody's just voting S tier. Yep,
Yeah, I
everybody
mean
just did.
he's like broken. Like I don't know
Oh,
what to say.
he's working as intended, and let's keep it that way.
He's working as coded. That's what's happening. That's the thing.
This is one of those rare times where I'm like, he's too good.
Yeah, I agree. Because
I actually think
anyone and their mother just used this out and then beat anyone. Like,
yeah, I mean, DeSaad's just like instant I win button. Just about.
so you know how people used to just run Martian Manhunter. What's his name? Your big
Black
regret,
Flash.
Talon? No, Talon, Doctor Poison, and someone else. Someone just to get them to move first. Maybe Black Flash or Brainiac, and then that's it. And now DeSaad is just even worse. The thing about DeSaad is, unlike the other cheesy tunes, is he actually knows how to use his kit. He uses his tree. So DeSaad is like good on offense and defense. I don't know how good he's gonna be when he gets fixed, when he works with Darkseid tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure I would move him down to A because that's not a big. I mean, oh no, I have to put another S tier tune with him.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! I have to use Darkseid.
Yeah. So
Actually, by definition, it makes him an A.
So let's ask. Doom is asking the question. You have Mongol. What does DeSaad got? So, well, even if you can't get stunned, you're still stripped of all your other buffs, so you can get the Doctor Poison nuked or whatever debuff the team is meant to do. So, yeah, even without the stun, he's amazing. And also, even if he doesn't use his three, that 30% stun on his passive procs way more than it seems. Like more than 30%, it feels.
I mean, I had a couple siege matches where the other team was using DeSaad or Superman combo, and you kind of had to use your own DeSaad. But then I sometimes didn't even have to cast his three because the entire team got stunned.
He just
and then I'm like, oh, okay,
yeah, he's stunned and he's still like doing.
I got an extra turn.
White Logius. No, he's not detachable yet. No, it's not. So all right, so DeSaad S tier, like no one's gonna argue, right?
No, I mean Hawkeye and Burger weren't even here and voted S tier, so that's how crazy he is.
Oh, did they vote? Did they actually put it in? I thought you just I thought you just did everything. I mean, that's what you do.
So Clayface. Let's talk some Clayface.
Right. Wait, what is Clayface currently? He is
a B.
He's a B. All right. So, all right, Wendigrew, plead your case now, because I got him on the board, but that's as far as I can take you.
Yeah. What are you wanting to see here? You think he's an A?
I think he wants
a trash.
I forgot what he said. I think he said he should be lower than a C. No, he's currently B, right? Let me see. He can't be a C right now. Yeah, he's a B. So Wendigrew wants him to be a C because let me see if I can remember. There's no reason to bring him over the better green taunters like Parallax or Ultraman. I don't think he's that bad, but I can see this.
Look at Pingzo. He's subscribed, and the guy's got like
thank you, Pingzo.
$9 million in medical charges and still subscribing. That's dedication.
Right, and then someone I thought was my friend is like just.
I'll have to do it on my iPad. So you're voting trash tier for Clayface? Is that what it is?
No, I'm not. I'm still gonna keep it.
Where is this?
B. I don't think he's bad.
Where's this Wingdugro guy?
I don't know. He just disappeared. Gone to
maybe Clayface will get a rework next month.
If he gets a stats bump, would that work? Because there's nothing wrong with this kit. It's just that with the prevalence of Nightwing, now it's easier to get invisibility to your whole team. And he just keeps it going. Clayface needs some magic to keep your team invisible.
Isaac, we don't know what's going to happen with DeSaad. I would assume they're going to fix him because they usually fix any beneficial bugs pretty quickly. But we'll see.
If 2T reports him, he's going to be fixed tomorrow. All right, here we go. Windigrew is finally here. All right.
So currently, Windigrew is saying, he's ranked as a B. He gets killed and countered by the most prevalent blues, Darkseid, Etrigan, Wonder Girl, Spectre. His taunt lasts 1 turn. He's slow. He doesn't do any damage. His invisibility is nice, but why not just bring Nightwing for invisibility, who just does it better? I agree with wholeheartedly. C tier he is. It's my vote. He stinks.
C tier. You put down, you gave us the reason. Pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't... Every time I've used him, he instantaneously dies. 1 AoE from Spectre starting the match. Oh, Clayface is dead.
Mine actually cheats death quite a lot.
He can't cheat death when...
when he's stunned or he has the heal immunity from Spectre.
Yeah,
so,
Spectre
yes,
does 1
he cannot
AoE to
survive.
start the match. First turn. Spectre's like, oh, let's do AoE. Oh, look. Clayface is dead. He can't heal.
Dead.
And he's dead. He's trash. I feel like I'm being generous
You
with C tier.
guys. All right, Windigrew, you win.
Isn't yours like RB5?
No, it's Hawkeye.
Oh.
It's Hawkeye. I considered it. I have RB5 shards and I did not pull the trigger. Thank God I did not.
Damn, Hawkeye.
Because Nightwing just does the job.
Likewise, really upset that he
well,
RB5'd his, so...
You just voted trash for Hawkeye.
Wait, what's this? Is it really Hawkeye doing it? Are you sure? I think it's Hatemael just playing God.
Hawkeye's at work. He said he couldn't. He said in chat he couldn't come in, but he was voting.
Oh, so is it really him? I somehow doubt. Well, I can see why he would vote him trash, because if they land in trash, I don't know if WB really looks at this tier list. So his chances of getting a rework might be bumped up. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think he's trash. You can use him. You just need to protect him better.
That's why I gave him a C. I didn't vote him trash.
Yeah, but I want you to realize what you just said. You have to protect him better.
Yeah, and he's a
What
taunter.
is his job? What is his job?
His job is to protect. I mean, it goes both ways.
He doesn't do his job. So because he doesn't do his job, his sole purpose is to protect the team, hide them, give some agility ups too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he does. He gives 10. Unfortunately,
So, he's
most of the
supposed to
good
take all the
blues.
hits.
Well, no, because most of the good blues are special damage, so it doesn't help. Like, I mean, Darkseid 1 snap, or if he gets the basic, he's down for the count. So, all right, fine. He's C tier, maybe. So, Loot, one of the use cases for Clayface, you should give him a little bit of love, because we both have that RB5 Batwoman, and she loves Clayface before she met Dick.
Yeah, so.
Anyway,
he does work well under Clayface. She also works well under Cheetah.
She works better under Nightwing, I get it. So fine. I'm not gonna lose sleep if everyone votes C or
Hawkeye's
trash.
gonna be so upset when he comes back.
No, he's gonna be happy. He's gonna be happy, I bet.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, he voted trash.
That's
so.
true. So did Burger, so.
Wow, Burger voted trash. Cool.
Wait, now I know people. Someone's just putting in their votes. Because Burger's busy doing something. It's just Hatemael manipulating the votes. It's still C tier because of my vote, so I don't think she's gonna land in the trash bin.
And now there's more people in chat now that we've run out of tunes.
All right. How about we give the
wrap
people
it
what
up.
we want? We'll give one more.
We
and
gotta
then
give the
that's it.
people what they want.
We'll give
What
one
do they
more
want?
tune. All right.
Satan.
Who do
he
you guys
looks-
want?
He looks pretty good to me. TDK. He's asking how he looks. His rework. I think he looks good, but I was never a TDK guy. Doombox is in the chat. Let him answer what he thinks.
I liked what I saw.
Answer the call of Satan. Doombox.
Satan beckons Doom.
Or not.
Yeah, probably. All right. Raven,
Anyway.
we just did Raven.
Who is we?
Okay, that looks.
Who do you guys want us to review?
Yeah, one more tune, and then before we call it a night.
Not somebody we just talked about. Why would we talk about Granny, Joker? We did that last month.
Yeah, nobody cares about Granny.
What did we give her anyway?
King of
Hopefully-
B.
Okay,
She's
good.
a one trick pony.
I really wish I didn't. I saved her for slow gear actually now.
Oh, you did? Or you
I
didn't?
no, I wish I did.
Yeah. In retrospect, yeah. Should
She's-
have.
She's lame.
All right. Well, we do not have a.
We're gonna use the call of Cthulhu. Thulu. How the heck do you pronounce that? Cthulhu.
Yes.
That's probably it. Cthulhu.
Yes, there you go. No, not Chow. It's
His days always cracked me up. We're gonna.
I mean,
we haven't had him on. Do we have him on an episode yet?
Who? No, I don't
Cthulhu.
think so.
We need to have him on so he can tell us how to pronounce that.
Yes, we should. I think we should.
Oh man. All right, I guess we do need to wrap this up. We've been going 57 minutes. That's a long time.
We did. Yeah.
And I'm
Yes,
old.
You will have to edit.
Well, that's good. I got to take out the garbage.
Actually, I'm not going to edit anything.
Yeah.
There's nothing to edit. I'm just going to add bumpers. Call it a day. I do have to upload all my Siege matches, which are probably going to be like 2.5 hours worth, and that's going to take my entire life. So, and I still got to put them in order.
Is anybody actually going to watch that?
There's like 3 people that will. Actually, I was thinking about
Yeah, you
doing
can-
for really fun in the background. So when this episode ends, I found all the old, like the oldest, the first episodes. So I think I might put the soundtrack to the very first episode in behind it to fill the void. Because a lot of times I just leave it silent and then people complain that it's an hour and a half of silence. So thought that would be kind of
Not a bad
entertaining.
idea.
Yeah.
Did you already use your amazing TOL run as a backdrop for any episode?
Yeah, I did the last one. I did my first one and the good one, and then the last episode I did the terrible one, which I know nobody watches. And all right, Satan, I guess we will respond a little bit. Fire and Ice. We gave a lot of suggestions to Fire and Ice, and they did not take a lot of those. I think Ice actually looks pretty good. I think she's going to be a solid character. Fire, I am very, very worried about, and I don't know how good she's going to turn out. And I really like those were characters, if they turned out really good, which they could. I mean, occasionally, and I thought Cyclone was going to be pretty trashy, and she turned out phenomenal. So if they're really, really good, I might consider RB5ing both of them out of the gate, but probably not. And I probably shouldn't anyway, because that's always a terrible thing to do, because we may not get another Tapjoy anytime soon, and then I'll be completely out of gems. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited.
Reworks look more promising.
Yeah, I don't know. Ice looks really good. I think she's going to be fun, but we will see. When do you get to play with the new tunes? I'll probably get them
Tomorrow. Oh,
New tunes.
new tunes. Not until
Oh, geez.
It's
Sunday
When
in
is
night.
When is-
5 days or
when is-
6
It's
days.
Sunday
the
night. The
31st?
first day of Siege. Great.
yeah.
Great.
Oh, is
Now-
it the first? Wait, let me see.
Yeah, the first is Monday, so it's going to be Sunday night. So Siege will start.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, this is going to be painful. We're going to have raids, Siege, and new tunes all happening right at the end, like all on the same day. That's going to be horrible.
Perfect.
I hate when Siege.
I think it's wonderful
I hate when
stuff
Siege.
to do.
I hate when Siege starts right after raids.
I
I love
Yeah,
that week.
the first day sucks, but it's better than having 1 week of nothing to do.
I love that 1 week of nothing to do. I can test the reworks. I can play with them. I can get ready for Siege. Didn't we have a break between the last Siege and this past Siege? Or the raid in this last Siege?
Yeah, I think so.
And that's why I did well in Siege, because I had a break. I could take my time. I could ease into it. I'm not, because I don't have time to play usually on Saturday. Then I'm playing like a maniac on Sunday trying to hit my solo. Then I'm burnt out. Then I don't want to test anything. Yeah, it's not. Maybe just give us 2 days. Like start Siege on Monday night, Tuesday night. If we lost 1 day
I
of
don't
Siege, it
think
wouldn't
that-
hurt anything.
No, but it'll ruin their calendar, and then the app will not start, and then break everything. So don't touch it.
Yeah, that's true. I guess you got a point. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for coming, everybody. We appreciate everyone coming. We had that's something else I was going to announce on this, but I don't remember what it was now. So.
Oh man!
And don't forget, stay trashy, San Diego.
All right, guys. We will see you later. Until next time.
All right, thanks everyone for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Hello, everyone. It's yours truly, the AB. Thanks for listening to the show, and won't you please consider being a Patreon? Let me tell you how easy it is. Head over to patreon.com/WROL broadcast. Be the first one to get the inside scoop with exclusive content and early news. Packages start as low as $1. That's less than a handful of gems. If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?